Senseless violence, a brutal attack at a South Carolina church, and tonight a young man named Dylan Roth is behind bars.
Right now, authorities are looking for answers in Roth's past less than a day after police claim he killed 9 people in a historic church in Charleston late last night.
Witnesses told authorities the man told parishioners he was there to, quote, kill black people. Among the dead, 6 women and 3 men, including an outspoken pastor and state senator. Senator Clementa Pinckney, once the youngest black person ever elected to the state's legislature, was gunned down at a prayer meeting in his church. Officials believe this man, Roth, sat at that meeting for nearly an hour before he opened fire.
Police caught up with Roth during a traffic stop in North Carolina. Authorities say a tip led them to the young man. Court records show Roth has a felony drug case making its way through court and a previous misdemeanor charge.
Federal officials say they've opened a hate crime investigation into the shooting, and national leaders have already spoken out condemning the attacks.
Acts like this one have no place in our country and no place in a civilized society. I want everyone in Charleston and everyone who has been affected by this tragedy to know that we will do everything in our power to help heal this community and make it whole again.
Once again, innocent people were killed in part because someone who wanted to inflict harm had no trouble getting their hands on a gun.
As you can imagine, reaction from this tragic shooting is pouring in from across the country, including right here in the capital region.
Brandon Lewis joins us now. Brandon, some say this makes them afraid to even go to church.
Yeah, that's right. And people we spoke with say they always consider church to be a place of refuge and peace. Tonight, some of that is replaced with fear after this mass shooting in Charleston.
Before the sun rose on this dark Charleston street, worshipers across all faiths awoke in shock at the murder of 9 people killed at Bible study.
Just walking down the street, someone can just rob you, stuff like that, but not a church. Church, the last thing. Now, anything is possible.
Charmaine Beard lives near an AME church. She worships elsewhere, but says this Sunday she'll be looking over her shoulder.
It definitely makes me think twice about what church I want to go to. So I think it's sad. People that's worshiping the Lord and come to church, and that's supposed to be a safe place.
Earlier today, President Obama addressed the nation, echoing the shock that such an event could happen at a church.
To say our thoughts and prayers are with them and their families and their community doesn't say enough.
Even leaders of other faiths acknowledged the tragedy as churches across the country announced plans to increase security this coming Sunday.
It's not what we are about as a country. It's not what we're about even as human beings. This is clearly an aberration. It's an evil, but the only way to overcome evil ultimately is with good.
A local vigil for the victims is planned for 7 p.m. at the Saratoga Springs Post Office. We have a crew heading to that event, and we'll continue our coverage tonight at 11. Live in studio, Brandon Lewis, CBS 6 News.